So you want to be in the best shape of your life. You want to lose the weight. You want to lose 30 plus pounds. You want to have those snatched abs, that big ass, and that waist that's non-existent. Well, girl, this is not the video for you. I'm not here to give you any bullshit about quick fixes for weight loss or a quick weight loss diet routine. There's so much fitness and health content on the internet out there that can make weight loss and being in the best shape of your life super confusing. As a victim of somebody who's fell into the toxic diet culture that you've seen on social media, on television, just media all in general, I can totally understand that it can be super confusing, super stressful, and just not an enjoyable process. Dieting and wanting to lose weight and fitness and health, it shouldn't be as difficult as we make it to be. Now that I'm on the other side of it and have lost almost 40 pounds. I just want to share with you guys my experience, what worked for me. So if you guys don't know, let me introduce myself. My name is Suhadis, aka Veggie Stew. I'm currently on a journey to building healthy habits, and what that means to me is just creating a lifestyle that's sustainable for me, that helps me with my fitness goals, that helps me with my mental goals, and just overall creating a life that I have always dreamed of. I tie that into fitness because I truly believe that fitness and wellness and mental health and all that is intertwined. Like, it all goes together. It all goes hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. At least, I mean, you can, but just not in a healthy way, if that makes sense. I'll go more into detail. And of course, if you guys like these videos, go ahead and like and subscribe this video for more wellness and healthy habits content. I'm gonna be posting a lot more here on YouTube, or you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Veggie Stew with 2 or 3 W's. Just to give you some examples for reference, the heaviest that I've been was almost 200 pounds last year. So this is how I looked last year. And this is how I look now. So there is a 35, I think it's 35, I have to check, but there is a 35-pound difference here. Now being here, it's kind of like, oh shit, like I actually did that. This whole process of my fitness journey has really been super enjoyable. And that's the first time in my life where I can actually say that. So as somebody who has struggled with my weight all my life, I remember I was on a diet probably as early as, middle school probably. I don't know. I always had issues with my body. I'm not going to get into it because that can be for another video. But anyways, I've always had body image issues, and I've always been on a little bit of the thicker side, the bigger side, or whatever. It's always been an insecurity of mine. And I've always seen weight loss and fitness as almost like a punishment. Like, I have to do this, I have to reach a number on the scale, I have to look a certain way in order to be pretty. And let me tell you, this is not the first time that I've lost weight. I think back in 2020, of course, the Chloe Ting era, I actually lost, I would say 25 pounds. I was actually in pretty good shape, but it actually turned into binging and really just unhealthy. And I feel like it actually worsened my body image. And that's because my intention, my context for going into that weight loss journey was because I just wasn't happy with myself. I thought, oh, once I get to this number, I'm gonna be happy. My worth, my happiness came from a number of the scale. And it's so funny because I've lost almost the same amount of weight back then that I did now, but back then I couldn't even see the physical differences, which is crazy. Last year when I was bigger, when I would look at pictures of myself from the first time when I lost weight, I would just be like, how the hell did I not see how much weight that I lost? I was so unhappy with myself. I really thought that losing the weight is what was gonna give me happiness, and newsflash, it didn't. And because of that, it turned into a cycle of restricting and binging, and I can't do this and I can't do that because I need to look a certain way. And yeah, it's honestly exhausting. And I think, unfortunately, a lot of people do fall into that trap because they go into wanting to lose weight for superficial reasons. And I think if you're starting this journey, you really got to get clear on your why, on your intention for doing this, because trust me, I've lost weight so many times, and just the difference and how I've went into this journey has completely changed my whole life. It may sound cliche, but I don't care. I'm gonna say it. You cannot hate yourself into a body that you love. With this journey, you have to be honest with yourself about where you are within your fitness goals, but you can do that without beating yourself up. You can do it being like, I hate my body and all this. Like, trust me, when I was bigger, I did have a lot of insecurities because I wasn't taking care of my body. I wasn't feeding it good food all the time. I was very sedentary. I work a remote job 40 hours a week. I was sitting on my ass probably 80% of the day. And it's not good. And I'm saying this in a way not to shame myself or my past self for that, but it's almost like a wake-up call, like, hey, I don't want to keep living this way. Because not only physically was I unhappy, mentally I was so unhappy because I wasn't doing anything for myself. I wasn't giving my body the love that I wanted. Yeah, I gave myself the love of, yeah, let me just treat myself whenever, but it just kept feeding, no pun intended, it kept feeding my insecurities. Like, oh, I'm never gonna be skinny, I'm never gonna be fit, so why even try, blah, blah, blah. And when you really think about it, when you're coming from that context, like you're not worthy of a healthy lifestyle, it's like, almost like, why even try, you know? I mean this when I say, when you go into this journey, you gotta give yourself love at every single stage. You have to accept where you are at every single stage. I'm very happy with where I am, but there's still goals that I haven't hit yet. But guess what? Am I going to beat myself up because I'm not there yet? No, I'm gonna enjoy the journey. I'm gonna enjoy going to the gym. I'm gonna enjoy eating the good foods. And hey, guess what? I'm gonna enjoy treating myself here and there, all about moderation. I truly, truly believe that if that's the mentality that you have going into this, you're gonna fall in love with the journey, trust me. It's been completely different, a huge shift in my life, and I hope you guys are inspired to do the same too. Losing weight, getting fit, building muscle, it is hard. It is a lot of work, but showing up for yourself every day and being consistent. I remember my why, and my why is I want to feel healthy. I want to feel good. I want to treat my body with respect. I want to build my muscle because when I'm older, I want to feel good. I want to feel good now. I want to push myself out of my comfort zone. Literally, when I first started my fitness journey, I would not work out at the gym, and now I lift weights at the gym, and I'm recording videos at the gym. I still will not record at the free weights. I will go in the back of the room, but hey, progress. When you see the progress and your journey and seeing how far you went, you're gonna like fall even more in love with it, because it's like, damn, before I thought I couldn't be able to do, let's say, a pull-up or a push-up, and now I'm a couple months in my journey and I'm able to do this. Like, wow, I put a goal in mind and I had a good intention with it, and I showed up for myself every freaking day, and now I'm here. What else can I do? What can't I do? You know, like it's really fun. It's nice. And having those little goals in mind and wanting to reach it just is super, it makes showing up each day like a non-negotiable. Come from a context of, oh my God, I love doing this. Look at me building my strength. And then you see the physical results. Ugh, unmatched. When I started my journey, like I set up small goals to have my overall goal of losing weight in the end. But when I first started, I didn't go to the gym. I would do home workouts, or I would do walks. I would get my steps in with 10K steps, or I would go and do workout classes, because you would not catch me dead on that gym. No ma'am, I would do the workout classes, and even just showing up for that. And because I actually liked them and they were fun, it made showing up to the gym and working out enjoyable. So definitely don't limit yourself. Like, don't limit yourself to, oh, you have to work out a certain way or do this or that to lose the weight. It's all about building habits that you know that you can commit to, that you can sustain, and just have fun with it. Now, calorie deficit, calorie deficit, calorie deficit. I'm emphasizing this because you cannot lose weight without being on a calorie deficit. I don't care what anybody says. If you are in a calorie surplus, you will not lose weight. You can do all the workouts in the world, but if you're eating more calories, if you're consuming more calories than what you are burning, you will not lose the weight. That's just basic science. I'm emphasizing this because it's the most simplest thing, yet diet culture and these influencers that you see, they don't really talk about that, and they twist certain things. It's like, do this workout and you lose the weight. Do veganism or ketosis or keto or whatever the fuck there is out there, and you'll lose the weight. And I'm not saying those things can't lose the weight, but Overall, the reasons why you're losing weight is because people are on a calorie deficit. Carbs are very calorie dense. So if you're cutting that out, you're gonna be in a calorie deficit. It's not the carbs that are causing you to lose weight, it's calories, okay? Now, just full disclosure, I do calorie count, but that does not mean you have to count your calories to lose weight. I can make a whole separate video on how not to binge, because I've had my journeys before when I lost weight, counting calories and how it turned into binging, versus now me counting my calories, seeing what goes into my body, and not it being a big deal, because again, two different intentions, two different contexts, two different journeys. I intend to make a video about how to count calories and not binge, because I think that's really important, and I think it'll be good, especially people who do struggle with binging. But that'll be a whole separate video, because I can go in on that video, because I used to be in that binge and restrict cycle, and trust me, I do not wish that cycle on anybody. So we're gonna talk about that in another video. What I use is the TD calculator. So TD stands for total daily energy expenditure, and you put in your weight, your exercise, and your height, and basically it'll calculate your maintenance calories. What that means is the calories that you need to consume to stay at the weight that you're currently at. I think for me, when I started, my maintenance calories was around like 2,400. So that means anything under than 2,400 that I would eat, I would be in a deficit, which means I would lose weight. Obviously, the bigger your deficit, the more faster you're gonna lose weight. Now hold on, that doesn't mean you cut 1,000 calories of deficit. Like, no, girl, don't do it, because if you want your fitness journey to be sustainable, you have to be realistic with your goals. Obviously, if you have a big deficit and you're eating 1,200 calories a day, is that really gonna be sustainable? Like, no. Like, I wanna eat out, I wanna eat big meals, I wanna eat nutrient-dense meals. And yeah, 1,200 calories is not gonna cut it, babe. It's not gonna cut it. So you wanna build realistic goals. I like having a range of calories per day. That means I eat between 1,800 to 1,900 calories a day. And I like doing that because some days, hey, I'm more hungry than other days. There's some days where I wanna eat a little bit more. There's some days where I go a little bit over my calories, and guess what? It's fine. It's not gonna make that big of a difference if it's like one day out of the week. It's all about showing up for yourself consistently. Just, again, it's a journey, it's not a race. I'm in this for the long haul. I'm not in it to lose weight by summer or by Christmas. Like, that has an end goal. And I'm committed to creating a lifestyle of healthy habits and constantly moving my body and constantly eating healthy and constantly like building a healthy lifestyle mentally and physically. It's not just about losing weight. And like I said, those days that I did go over my calories by a little bit, I didn't beat myself up for it, because it was kind of like, okay, let's say I eat 2,000 calories a day. I'm still at a 300 to 400 calorie deficit of my maintenance calories. So I'm still in a deficit. It'll probably slow down the process. I'm still on my journey. I'm still on track. And if there's one day where your friends want to go out, you shouldn't limit yourself. Like, of course, you have to hold yourself accountable. I think sometimes, at least for me, in my experience with my weight, and I'm sure a lot of people struggle with this as well, we have an all or nothing mindset, or we go so far into the extremes. So it's like no socialization and really sticking to it and having no time for your friends. And then there's like the opposite spectrum, which is like binging and constantly going out and over drinking and all that stuff, and like having a huge surplus of calories. And you can make ends meet. Like, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Are all days gonna be perfect? No. There's days where I eat more cookies than I do. There's days where I don't hit my protein goals. There's days where I don't want to go to the gym and I'll just go for a walk instead. Like, make compromises for yourself. Give yourself grace during those moments, because guess what? You're gonna have moments where you don't want to get up early at 5 a.m. You want to eat more than your calories, and guess what? You're allowed to. When you give yourself that grace and also hold yourself accountable to your fitness journey, it's gonna completely transform. It's a shift, it's a change in your lifestyle, and you shouldn't have to give up everything in your life to reach your fitness goals. Calories in, calories out, that's the main goal. But allow yourself to fuck up. Allow yourself for your fitness journey to not be perfect. Allow yourself to learn, to grow, to experience what works for you and what doesn't, because everybody's experience is going to be different. And that's why I am sharing my experiences, because as somebody who's tried for so long to do the right thing when losing weight, it's never worked for me, and I'm building my own journey, and I'm encouraging you all to build your own journeys that works for you and to reach your own goals. And I truly believe if you're intentional with why you want to go on this new journey of building healthy habits, of building a healthy, sustainable lifestyle, it's gonna completely work out for you. And I do believe that you can reach your fitness goals. Wow, that was so motivational. I'm so proud of myself. So yeah, I've been talking for a while. I've made notes for this, but honestly, I just blabbed for a whole almost hour now, and I'm kind of tired. So let me know what you guys want to see. I'm definitely wanting to create more cooking, fitness, anything that you guys think will help you on this journey. I'm happy to help. I am not a health professional. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm just somebody who has always struggled with their weight and has currently found a lifestyle that works for me and has completely shifted my view on health and fitness, and wanting to share my experience, because I know that having a healthy lifestyle and reaching your goals does not have to be unenjoyable. And I think it's all about acceptance, it's all about love, it's all about giving your body the self-care and the self-love that it needs, and just really enjoying the process, trusting the process, being consistent, always showing up for yourself, and yeah, just learning along the way. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Give me a like and a follow and subscribe if you want to learn more about building healthy habits and to build a healthy and sustainable lifestyle. And I'll see you guys in the next video.